peoples. Ignore my hair. It doesn't like to cooperate. I don't know why. It's annoying. I highly dislike it, but I kind of stopped caring. Seeing as I don't have to go out at all, yeah. With that aside, I will be talking to you today about my experience with school open days and how much I despise their existence. Okay, so starting off, if you don't know what an open day is, I don't know how anything goes in any other countries. All I know is here in the UK, in Northern Ireland, we have open days for new possible students to come around with their parents. So in the UK, in Northern Ireland, we have nursery. Well, yeah, we have like playgroups, which is where you go from like some age to like 3. And well, for me, when I was 4, I was like one of the eldest going through primary school, and now I'm the oldest in secondary school. Well, oldest in my class. Okay, so then after, you go to nursery, which is like kindergarten, but you don't do anything. You just kind of socialize. It's essentially there to build up your social skills, I'm pretty sure. It's fun and everyone likes it. And then there's primary school, P1, P2, P3, P4, P5, P6, and P7. Some primary schools go up to like P3, and then you have to transfer to another school to get from P4 to P7. And then we don't have middle school where I live. Where one of my friends lives, they do have essentially middle school. But yeah, we have the AQE and the GL, which are pretty much the same thing. They're both different tests which you can take to get into a grammar school. And so yes, with a quick rundown of the education system in Northern Ireland aside, in secondary school, like when you get to, most people when they get into P6, they'll start to go to open nights and, probably open nights, because they're the easiest. They will go to like open nights of different schools in P6 and P7 to kind of see where they want to go when they've done the GL or AQE, or if they're just planning to go to a normal high school that you don't need to take any kind of test for. Sorry, something just stuck in my throat. Love that. Give me a second to breathe, because I've been doing this on like a breath, so yes. I will stop doing that for my own sake. And so last year, when I was in first year in high school, when I was touring around the schools in P6, I went to the school that I now attend, right? It was great, one of the year sixes was taking me around, so they know everything, essentially. They pretty much know as much as they can about the school, and they can, they can teach us stuff, like, the thing is, like, I don't want to say any defining features of my school, because I don't want anyone casually showing up to the school, because that has happened before. Not for any particular reason. Some old guy just came in, and like, there was an assembly the next day, and we were showed the footage of this random guy walking into the school, trying to be as inconspicuous as possible, and just walks in the front doors. It was hilarious. Like, looking back on it, it was kind of hilarious. But in the moment, we were kind of going, this guy go try to break into the school and murder us all. Which, thankfully, didn't happen. Though this year, there has been somebody pulling up outside my block in the school, my building, and just sits there, doesn't drop anyone off, doesn't pick anyone up, just sits there and watches us all. It is so creepy and nobody likes it. Well, that was before lockdown happened. Anyway, when I was in first year, I had to do the tour stuff for the open night. I was thinking, bro, this was supposed to be the year 6s. Why do I have to do it? Why? The thing was, they were saying, like, oh, you can teach them about this. Yes, I will teach them about this area that nobody has ever talked to me about in the past ever before. Because that sounds like something I can possibly do. Big brains. Big, smooth brains. It was a disaster. Unsurprisingly. I was paired with legitimately the worst person I could be paired with. There was one family that I would have been fine with. Like, if it was just them, that would have been great. They didn't talk, they didn't do anything. They just wanted me to show them around the bloomin' school. The other family. So, I feel like this man would be called, like, Peter. He kind of looked like a Peter or David. But we're going to call him Jared because I feel like the name Jared suits him and his ways. I feel like Jared was trying to be nice, but was actually being just ever so slightly creepy. Just very, very slightly. If you couldn't pick up on that, I was being exceptionally sarcastic. He was being rather creepy, and I did not like it. I feel like me and his daughter were kind of thinking the same things. I was thinking, oh my god, Jared, please, for the love of God, stop talking. I don't know the answers to any of your questions. I don't know who that teacher is. I know the teachers that I have got this 1 year that I've been attending this school. I don't know who they are. I don't know who friggin'... I can't come up with a name. I don't know who the hell Miss Jones is. I know who Mr. Baker... I can't come up with names. I know who this one teacher is. I don't know that teacher. I've only ever heard people on the bus complaining about that teacher. Okay? The thing is, this is at the start of the year, so I barely know my way around the school to begin with. I don't know where any of the classrooms that I don't have to go to are. I don't know. What made it worse was that some people managed to get three groups of people toured around. I got one. When it came to the TD section, this freaking lovely person. I'm trying to be as PG as I can here, and it's very hard because I want to just scream. I hated this guy. When it got to the TD section, everything was going fine, and then he stops at the door. And mans stays there for a good 45 minutes. I kept checking my phone, thinking, oh my god, when will this man move? His daughter came up to him 3 freaking times, 3 separate times, saying, hey, could we go now? And he was just like, no, look around again. He was just there playing freaking Candy Crush or something, I don't know. He was just on his phone for a good 45 freaking minutes. And I wanted to go in there and snap his bloody neck. But of course I couldn't. And the family that was really nice had to go because they weren't standing around waiting for 45 freaking minutes for this one pompous asshole to come out again. Freaking butthole to come out of the classroom, so I had to stick, and I had to stay there for the full freaking 45 minutes while this man just stayed in this classroom and twiddled his bloody thumbs. You have no idea. I wanted to go in there, snatch his phone from him, and shove it down his throat. I wanted to watch him burn. Calm down. I was not happy. And I had to go to the bathroom very badly, but my anxiety, I have pretty bad anxiety, and that little voice in the back of my head kept going, no, they're gonna come out. No, somebody in a wheelchair will actually need to go into this bathroom, and you're gonna come out on your two bloody legs, and they're gonna go, why was this person using up my freaking bathroom? No, they're gonna come out and wonder where the hell you are. No. And you're gonna stand there for the rest of the evening because you think that they're still in there. So I stood there. That was the most uncomfortable half hour that I've ever been. Waiting outside the science classroom, waiting for them to come out. This was, of course, after we went to round TD. We'd toured the rest of the school. Science was the last area left. It was just agonizing. It really, really was. The thing was, I was in the drama club. I was in the drama after school club. I was in the school show, and they were doing stuff for that. They were putting on a display. Why couldn't everyone in the school show have been there? I would have paid money to be there instead of being where I was. And so that was the open night. Open date was several days later. There was the open day after, and it wasn't quite as painful, but it wasn't pain-free either. I was going around with one of my friends who we're gonna call Marcy for privacy's sake. Me and their names are pretty close together. So when we tried to tell this dude, we're gonna call him Bob. Bob the Butthead. I know it's dumb, don't judge me. So yes, Bob over here kept going, okay, Marcy and Marcy. No, honey, no. You're pulling my leg. No, you're pulling your own friggin' leg. My name isn't Marcy. To be fair, neither is theirs, but our names aren't the same. They're close, but they're far from the same. Okay? And other than that, it wasn't too bad. It wasn't all that bad, but it wasn't all that good. I can't remember much of an experience with Bob other than that, because Jared was so much worse. And yeah, that was my experience with open day. Feel free to say, if where you live has an open day, feel free to tell me your experience with open day. Have you or have you not had to tour yet? If you do ever have to, are you dreading that, or are you kind of looking forward to it? Let me know in the comment section below if comments aren't turned off, because hello, I'm a minor and YouTube doesn't like me having comments, which is exceptionally annoying, but you deal with it. It's annoying when somebody leaves a comment and then comments are turned off. It's why you do this to me? You know, there's been times that it's saved me having to delete a comment, and there's times that it's made me have to go through my videos and try and find a strand of comments, but bye, my